Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hi friends, welcome to my video column, and today we are going to talk about freedom of expression and speech in India. There has been a debate over this issue in the past also, and off and on we see a debate on this issue. And generally the complaint of section of media has been that by applying the laws of sedition, the state, whether it is a state government or whether it is center, so they often clamp down on voices which are critical to them. And but this whole issue has a historical context and a very interesting historical context. I'm going to share some details with you on that. The historical context is that when the constitution was formed and when it was on 26 January 1950, when the constitution came into effect. So at that time, under Article 19, one of the fundamental rights, Article 19, which defines one of the fundamental rights related to freedom of expression and speech. So at that time, there were not so many restrictions which were there. And how did this happen? This has an interesting story. This happened, one of the trigger points for this introducing new restrictions in this law related to freedom of expression and speech, which is a fundamental right. It was actually done by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Ironically, he is considered to be a liberal Democrat, but he was the one who put more curbs or who put more provisions in this Article 19 so that now the law of sedition is applied. Thousands and thousands of Hindus were getting migrated from East Pakistan to West Bengal, the state of West Bengal. And Organizer, which was a weekly newspaper backed by Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh at that time, so it was going hammer and tongs against Nehru government and its policies to deal with it. In fact, Nehru was facing heavy criticism from all around, but Organizer especially was publishing a lot of stories, and it really infuriated Nehru. I'll give you an example that in February 1950, Organizer published several reports critical of Nehru government. It was demanding that the Muslim vacue property should be distributed to Hindu refugees, as they were forced, the weekly claimed, they were forced to exchange blood for bread at the blood banks. That was the kind of plight which Hindus refugees were facing. And the wounds of partition were also fresh. So, an interesting article which Organizer published and which probably really infuriated Nehru was, it was titled Villains versus Fools, and it wrote, "The villainy of Pakistan is matched only by our idiocy." Now, what did Nehru do? The so-called liberal Democrat. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he decided to clamp down on Organizer. On 2nd March 1950, there was a meeting of a body called Central Press Advisory. It was a regulatory body of media. So it holds a meeting, and the same day itself, it issues an order to gag the weekly. The order was issued by Chief Commissioner of Delhi. It was called Pre-Censorship Order, and the order was very interesting. It said that it is mandatory for the editor of Organizer, the editor and the publisher, to submit to the government for approval all content related to communal issues or Pakistan. And this content, even it was made mandatory that they have to even submit the cartoons also. This order was issued under a very notorious law called East Punjab Public Safety Act. Now, interesting thing is that Nehru himself had earlier opposed East Punjab Public Safety Act as a draconian law. And the same law was applied by the Nehru government. Now what happens? At that time, editor of Organizer was Mr. K.R. Malkani. Mr. Malkani was later on became people who have covered BJP or people who have tracked BJP, so they know Malkani ji was a stalwart of BJP in later years. And at that time, he was editor of Organizer. And he was not to be cowed down by this gag order. In fact, after this gag order was issued, he wrote a bold editorial on 13th of March, and I quote from that editorial: "If the administration earnestly wants ugly facts not to appear in the press, the only right and honest course for it is effectively to exert itself for the non-occurrence of such brutal facts. Suppression of facts is no solution to the Bengal tragedy. And then he gives the punchline, surely the government does not hope to extinguish a volcano by squatting more tightly on its crater. Then on 10th of April 1950, the publisher of Organizer, Mr. Brij Bhushan, and Mr. Malkani, they knocked at the doors of the Supreme Court. They filed a case and they sought quashing of this pre-censorship order. Another interesting fact, the case, Mr. Malkani or Organizer, they were represented by Mr. N.C. Chatterjee. Now, Mr. N.C. Chatterjee was the former president of Hindu Mahasabha, but more importantly, more interestingly, he was his son, Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, later on became one of the stalwarts of the left parties. Very well-known name, Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, and his father was a Hindu Mahasabha president, and he represented Organizer in that case. The case got widespread attention, and it ignited a debate on freedom of expression and speech. Now about the verdict. So the verdict of this case came on 26th May 1950. It came in favor of Organizer. It quashed the pre-censorship order, and more importantly, it said that the restrictions on freedom of expression can be imposed on certain grounds such as libel, defamation, threat to national security. These were given in clause 2 of this article 19. But the clause public order, but the clause did not had this word called public order, and this on the basis of this the court said that nothing doing, and Organizer doesn't have to follow this pre-censorship order. Now, stung by this decision and some other developments also later on happened, what did Pandit Nehru do? Pandit Nehru decided to bring in the first amendment in the constitution. Of course, this was what you call a big amendment. It had it dealt with a number of other issues also, such as land reforms and some other things also. But it also introduced an amendment in Article 19, and it introduced the word public order there. And ever since then, we know that the restriction on freedom of expression and speech, so the ambit became much wider, but it all happened because of the first amendment in the constitution. It was brought by Nehru, and one of the trigger points was the case which he lost to, or which his government lost to Organizer. So this is all for today's video column. I'll be waiting for your feedback. Do share your feedback. Thank you very much.